Part 3, which is single essential oils. And what do I mean by single essential oils? That just means that there's one essential oil in the amber colored bottle. Disclaimer: I'm a health coach, not a medical doctor. Please consult your doctor or pharmacist before using essential oils if you're on medication. Single essential oils. These are just some of the single essential oils. There are a great many more, but these are some of the ones that people are most familiar with. Lemon, lavender, peppermint, Melaleuca, also known as tea tree oil. And the reason why it's called Melaleuca, because that's the tree that the oil comes from. Frankincense and oregano. Lemon. Cleanses and purifies the air and surfaces, naturally cleanses the body and aids in digestion, supports respiratory function, and you can also take this internally to assist with seasonal respiratory discomfort. You can also put like 1 to 2 drops in your water to give it that lemon taste. And because a lot of times when people don't drink water, one of the biggest reasons is because they don't like the way it tastes. So that's a way to flavor your water with all the added sugar. It can also be applied topically, but if you do apply it topically, which if you remember from the previous webinar, that just means that it's applied to your skin. You would have to avoid direct sunlight for at least 12 hours because it would make you more sensitive to being sunburnt. And you can also diffuse the lemon too if you have a diffuser. Lavender. Take internally to reduce anxious feelings, helps ease feeling of tension. You can take it internally for a peaceful sleep, and it's widely known for its calming and relaxing qualities. Lavender is one of my favorite essential oils. I like the way that it smells. I also do like the relaxation property. It's helped me a lot with anxiety. I normally put, and I also like to use it as a non-toxic perfume. I normally put 1 to 2 drops mixed with 3 drops of fractionated coconut oil, and then I rub that on the back of my neck and also on the back of my ears if I want to have it as a non-toxic perfume. But also it's a good way to just feel more calm and relaxed through the day. You can also take this in your water if you want. I've done this. Some people might not like the taste of lavender, so in that case, if you want to take lavender internally, you could always get some of those empty vegetable caps, put 1 to 2 drops in there, and then take it like a supplement. You can also take 1 drop under the tongue, which is known as sublingual. But again, you might not like the taste doing it that way, so you may want to just do the veggie capsule instead. This can be applied neat, which if you remember from the previous webinar, neat just means that you can apply the essential oil without mixing it with a carrier oil. Personally, just to be on the safe side, if you do have sensitive skin, or even if you're not sure whether you have sensitive skin, I would advise that you mix it with a carrier oil, whether it be fractionated coconut oil, regular coconut oil, or whatever else organic oil that you would like to mix it with. Now, as far as sleep, you can either rub 1 to 2, do 1 to 2 drops, and then mix it with 3 to 6 drops of fractionated coconut oil or another carrier oil, and you can rub that on the soles of your feet before you go to bed. Or you can also put 1 to 2 drops on your pillowcase. That way you can actually inhale that as you sleep. It actually promotes a deeper sleep. A lot of times when people wake up and they don't feel refreshed, it's because they never entered that deeper stage of sleep, because that's what we all need to be able to actually, for our bodies to kind of rejuvenate while we sleep. Peppermint promotes digestive health, helps reduce bloating, gas, and occasional indigestion, promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing. I have actually used this is also good for if you have sinus congestion. What you would do is put 1 drop of peppermint mixed with 3 drops of carrier oil, and you can put it to the sides of your nostrils, or also you can put it underneath the area underneath your nose. It's really helpful for that. I also have used it for the digestive properties that it has. If you do put it in your water, just put 1 drop in there because peppermint is really strong. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you could put 1 to 2 drops in a capsule. You can also just say, if you want to not apply the peppermint to your skin, you could also just inhale it from the bottle. Or if you have a diffuser, you could put it in your diffuser. This can be applied neat, but again, since it's so strong, I would suggest that you mix it with a carrier oil. Maluka, tea tree oil, also known as tea tree oil, has a cleansing and rejuvenating effect on the skin, promotes healthy immune function, protects against environmental and seasonal threats. This can be used, and that's what I forgot to mention about the lemon. You can also use lemon to clean with. You can also use along with the tea tree oil to clean with. Tea tree is good for acne. If you have a couple pimples on your face, you can just put a drop on either a cotton swab, or if you want to just dab it right on the pimple, you can just put put 1 drop on each end of a cotton swab and just dab it on your pimples. You can also inhale tea tree, but it has more of a antiseptic smell, so some people may or may not like it. I've also used it to clean my earrings, just for a non-toxic earring cleaner. And you can also take this internally, which you would just, if you want to take it internally, you would want to put in a veggie cap. This again can be applied neat, but since it is rather strong, I would say mix it with a carrier oil. Frankincense. Frankincense is known as the king of essential oils. It supports healthy cellular function, promotes feelings of relaxation, and balances mood when applied to the soles of your feet. You can add it to your moisturizer to reduce the appearance of blemishes and rejuvenate skin. Frankincense, you either love or hate the smell of frankincense. Personally, when I had frankincense, I like the smell. It also is good for your immune system. You can take this internally too. You could put 1 to 2 drops under your tongue, or you could put it in a veggie capsule. This can be applied neat, but again, if you have sensitive skin or you just want to be safe because you don't know whether you have sensitive skin, I would just mix it with a carrier oil. And it really feels, I like the smell, and you definitely feel a relaxation effect when you apply it to the soles of your feet. And another reason why a lot of the essential oils, it will say apply to the soles of your feet, because even if you do have sensitive skin, the soles of our feet are actually one of the few areas on our body that tends to be less sensitive in those cases. So a lot of times if you want to apply it neat, but you don't want to apply it to any part of the rest of your body because you're afraid you might have some sort of reaction, you could always try applying it neat to the soles of your feet. Oregano. supports healthy digestion, supports healthy respiratory function, may help support a healthy immune system, and it can be used as, you can also, as a powerful cleansing and purifying agent. Oregano is strong. If you do want to take it internally, you want to dilute it and take it in a capsule. You can also inhale it if you want. You can cook with this if you want. Say if you're making spaghetti sauce, you could put a drop in the spaghetti sauce. Some studies that have been done have actually said that even though heat does damage essential oils, some of the beneficial properties actually do survive. So you can, or you could always wait till your spaghetti sauce or whatever you want to add to cools down and then add it if you want to get the full effect. This brings webinar 3 to a close. I want to thank you for attending webinar 3. I hope that you have found this informative. The next webinar, which will be the last webinar in this series, is essential oil blends. If you would like free samples of any of the essential oils mentioned, you can contact me by going to www.mydoterra.com/Marlena Sherman and click on Contact Us. If you would be interested in a wellness consultation, you can also contact me at www.mydoterra.com/Marlena Sherman and click on Contact Us. Stay tuned for webinar 4. I hope you have a wonderful day or wonderful evening, depending on when you watch this. Take care.